Welcome back. In the previous part, we finally rescued Officer Allen from the clutches of the curse. Look at him peacefully sleeping there. Like there's not a war on. Allen is exhausted and has fallen asleep. Allen, this is the time when we need to stay strong the most. So get up. Let's push through this together. And is exhausted and fallen asleep. Lazy. I finally have Allen back. Thank you all so much. Our pleasure. Honestly, I never imagined we'd gather up so many people. Things are going to get worse before they get better, though, so please look after Allen for us. Of course, you can count on me. Wish I could be more useful to all of you, but I'll be praying for your success. Ethel and I will be cheering you on. We're wishing you the best of luck with your operation. I'm not having an operation. Oh, you mean the operation. So worried then, am I going to surgery? So I know the hospital's nearby, but I've had nothing go wrong with me. No, I don't need to go. Let's go back over to the exercise campsite. Let's see about Patrick. Finally managed to get Allen to come to his senses. And with that, I'd say we've just about done everything we can. Now it all comes down to this final strategy. Let's ensure that it's a success, Schwarzer. I'm assuming that's back to normal now. Yeah, that seems to be related to everything going on there. Okay, so if you'd... I mean, Patrick is the one I think would have updated, definitely. Don't know if anyone else would have. Let's head over to Leaves. That's the branch campus rooftop. Beryl's not updated. I don't think anyone else would have. I was part of that little group. She's just with her arms again. You're out there, Beryl. Depending on your actions, you may reach your fate's terminus. Yeah, we'll assume no one's updated. Patrick, again, makes sense. I was going to say, where's Bridget gone? We just spoke to Bridget. She was next to Alan. Where else would she be? But who I think might actually update is actually people at Treknor Fortress. Because there is a few people I wanted to speak to here that I didn't to previously. It's not here. You're still the same. Yeah, there's a group of 3 people here that I didn't speak to previously. 2nd Infantry Division, all present and accounted for, sir. 3rd Infantry Division, all accounted for, sir. Alright, join up with the other divisions and follow the tank corps. They're just common soldiers. The Empire's lofty goals don't mean a lot to us. We're dedicated to the Empire. We'll do our duty no matter what. Oh dear. Go to the command room? Yes. I heard what you did for Warrant Officer Allen. Well, it's good then, isn't it? Thank you, Schwarzer. You have my gratitude as a military man, and you've done me proud as your former instructor. Thank you. It wouldn't have been possible without everyone from Thor's working in concert. Perhaps I can take pride in that as well. Also, taken formal steps to cancel Warrant Officer Allen's transfer. As for you, I suggest you continue doing what you're doing with your head held high. Yes, sir. Head held high. Cool. No, you've not updated, and you wouldn't be related to Allen's stuff. Anyway, so... Right, where do we want to go? That's the question. It's like, how do we want to do it? Let's go to Palm, the spinning tech, because we were doing that bit, weren't we? And then we were leaving that till last. So, Sutherland, Palm, the spinning town. Let's start over here with you two. I came to this town to run away from my worries. Somehow, despondent as I was of some help to Iris. That made me feel better about myself too. I'll be offering my prayers daily in the hope that my boyfriend comes home safely. Came to this town to run away from my worries. Safely. I finally made up my mind. Whatever happens, I'm going to keep the store open. I won't give up on my dream to have the best fabric store in Palm. No matter what difficulties lie in my way, one day my fabric store will be the finest in Palm. This lady here helped me find the resolve I needed. Oh, isn't that lovely? Let's start over here. At Dwight's Arms and Orbital Factory. Phew, war's really starting. Hope the boss will be alright. How many will return from the war? Will we see our friends and family again? All we can do is pray. Phew, the war's really starting. Hope the boss will be alright. When he will return from the war, will we see our friends and family again? All we can do is pray. Let's catch you. And let a giant white pillar appear to the east around Le Grand. Another to the west of St. Arc. Is this some sort of omen? Anyhow, old Gillard is right. Times like this, we've all got to come together to pull through. Understandably, everyone's on edge right now. But I've been going around talking to people to get them to calm down. Nothing constructive is gonna come out of panicking. You have to support one another, now more than ever. Indeed. Welcome. Did you eat yet? I'm really good at taking down orders. Tell me what you'd like to eat. We'll let you know if we want to order anything. We must stop the Great Twilight, or they'll have no future to look forward to. Oh, really good at taking down orders. Tell me what you'd like to eat. I've been helping out with the chores, like carrying groceries and washing dishes. So, if there's anything you want to eat, just let me know. Oh, I won't be doing the cooking, by the way. Mr. Galley will. Let me know if you're hungry. I'll be doing the cooking, by the way. Mr. Galley will. Galley! As someone who's kind of the leader around here, I see Reggie, Bertrand, and everyone else in the town as my own family. I wonder where they are now. No, it's no use worrying about it. I need to keep supporting the townsfolk that are still here. Just finished talking to everyone about trying to pull through this mess by working together. There's no end to things that will worry us. But it's the same for everyone. We need to at least try and support one another. Indeed. Chicken pie? Not a fan of chicken pie. I like pie, but I like my pie sort of like steak, maybe pork. Chicken... not really a big fan of that. Doesn't feel right in a pie. I think it's more the sort of like the texture of the meat and stuff like that. Of the chicken. I wonder what my husband's doing now. Hope he hasn't gotten hurt. Now, how all are you doing? Are you remembering to eat breakfast every day? It's no good to work on an empty stomach. I might not be able to do much, but if I can help in any way, just ask. I'd ask if you could, don't you worry. Everyone wants to help out in some way during this terrible time. I hope my husband is okay. Maybe he'll get into an argument with a soldier and end up getting sent back home. It would be great if that happened. That's unlikely, though. Very unlikely. It's just the thing I'm liking is going around these places and just seeing how empty everything is now. Like, sure, there's a lot of rounds to go through and stuff like that, but everything just feels void. It's the best way of putting it. And with the dawn, to break that void, the training hall is empty at the moment. The goods we collected were carted off last night. Guess there's no reason you can't go in, since there's nothing valuable inside. Alright? You have my special permission, but keep in mind that this is currently a military facility. I don't get what business you have in an empty hall, but go on then. Oh. Oh, and a refund and collar too. Oh, what a surprise to see you dudes. It's been a while. We last talked to the summer festival, right? By Matthias's order and under Oria's command, we're going from one town to the next, lending a hand wherever is needed. Since we were in the area, we dropped by the training hall. What a sad sight, dude. Such a disgrace, and our palm disciples are being forced to join the military. I agree. Connor, don't be so down. We'll have a shared goal, protecting the Empire. And we'll fight for the Empire no matter where we find ourselves. We'll do it with bravery and honor, as expected of Vander disciples. Thanks for bringing me back to my senses, dude. Better disciples stick to their principles. Yes, we take pride in that. Dude. My will wasn't strong enough, dude. I'm ashamed, dude. But there's no room left for doubt, dude. Gotta stay true to the Vanda teachings. Dude, the path you set on is riddled with dangers. But be strong. As long as you don't lose resolve, your sword will serve you well. You may be sent to fight in different places, but we're all in this together. Don't lose spirit. Dude. By the way, the rookie who used to guard the hall with me has been moved to Titus Gate. Oh, I noticed. An unusual assignment, but the higher-ups decided it was for the best. Bet that no-nonsense Sergeant Major will make a proper soldier out of any new conscript in no time. Like, sure, there's... I was gonna say nothing in here, but... Prime. Oh, hey, I recognize this little guy. That would be Prime, our resident cat at the Heimdall training hall. Rafa must have brought him... here with him. Yes. Huh? What's he got in his mouth? Looks like something a passing soldier dropped. Probably while they were cutting out supplies. Well, it's up for grabs. Better take it and show some gratitude to this kitty. Right. Thank you, kitty. Ooh. Thanks, Prime. I'm counting on you to look after Mother and all the students. Mirror. Mirror. May as well check the hall over here. Nothing. That's a good job we checked inside. Dude said there was no one in here. It's Prime's there. Lied to me, mate. Lied to me. No.
I could reel in a big haul here.
What did I just say? I said no. Dear, oh dear. I've prayed and prayed for peace, but this war seems unavoidable. Oh, if only the Emperor's health would return. That would offer us a glimmer of hope. Well, that's kind of happened. Kinda. We're holding a special mass today. Oh, gracious Adios, please look after our loved ones and bring them back safely from this war. When we are lost and frightened, please grant us your guidance. Come. 'Tis time to quiet our hearts and pray to Adios. Let go of your fears. They're your enemy, insidiously poisoning your heart. Love thy neighbor and extend a helping hand when it is needed. Place your trust in Adios and your friends. Your worries shall dissipate. I've decided to hold a prayer service with the residents of Palm today. Although truly tragic events are yet to come, I'll continue to stand with the people until the end. That is, after all, my duty. Alright, so I think we're done in Palm, aren't we? I think so. I can't think of anywhere else we need to check. So let's start at the Noble Distrait in Maki Hyun's mansion. Such a shiny floor. Master Patrick and Mr. Celestin are very busy with their war strategizing. Pardon me. I should be referring to him as Lord Patrick now. More so now that Mr. Celestin himself has accepted him as a full-fledged adult. I believe the strategies that they formulate together will definitely lead us to victory. Mr. Patrick and Mr. Celestin are very busy with their war strategizing. Pardon me, I should be referring to him as Lord Patrick now. Yeah, okay. Like, if you're gonna refer to him as that, it would have been nice if the text updated so she said Lord. That would have been nice. Oh, well, welcome. If you're looking for my master, he's currently in a meeting. But that being said, we were told to let the Ashen Chevalier and his friends in whenever they wanted. Came all this way, I'm sure it'd be alright if you just popped into his office. Right, same again. I'm assuming it's not going to let us into those places now. I checked them so many times. Go to Marquis' office. Yes. So, Fiona. Do I still have Elliot in the group? Yes. First the Imperial Fortress, and now that strange pillar in the Isthmia Great Forest. These are ill omens indeed. The Chancellor truly is determined to change the world, isn't he? Yes. In the worst possible way. The Marquis has done what he can to keep the panic from spreading. But there's no way to prevent it entirely. I want to do something to help out too. That's why I've decided to hold a concert in Cathedral Square. Concert? Going to try using music to open up the people's hearts. Yes, you'd mentioned it before, but I only really understood just how effective music could be after my part in the Arkansas performance. This is how we can ease the influence of the curse, if only a little. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I wanted, where it's like using all the stuff we've learned to like have it come back. It's like we learned music could affect people in this way, so it's like, yeah, have that affect them a little way, just to help us out a little bit. I shall be lending Miss Craig my full support. I've already reached out to the Count Eltheim and secured the services of top-notch musicians. We're getting around the senses by calling it a morning concert to express our hopes for the Emperor's swift recovery. Thank you so much, Your Lordship. I ought to be the one thanking you, my dear, for this and for delivering the message from your father. Right, I'm only sorry it couldn't have been better news. Please, my dear, don't speak of it. Putting others first in times such as these takes a lot of courage, and that, young lady, you possess. As does every participant in your Operation Shining Steel. All I can offer you is a sincere wish for your success. I'll be praying to Adios to keep you safe. Thank you. What was the message from General Craig about, Fiona? Oh, just the deployment of the 4th Armored Division and the fortress's accessibility. I was hoping the troops wouldn't march out, but there's no point crying over spilled milk. I'll contribute in my own way by lessening the influence of the curse through music. Yeah, it might just be little by little, but it will definitely be able to make a difference. I won't be able to come to your performance, but my thoughts will be with you. Thanks. Good luck to you. Lady and Fiona's fortitude of character is really impressive. She'll follow their example. I'm worried about Father and Nightheart. Rather than spending my time fretting, I should do something constructive. Understandable. People have been unsettled since a Pale appeared in the vicinity of St. Ark. Great Twilight's reach extends to even here, probably doomed to the same fate as Heimdall. Nevertheless, we're going to try our best to stop it. May Adios watch over you. I'll be awaiting your safe return. I'm just wondering, like, in terms of, like, where stuff's going. Map, I want on the map, open the big map. So it's like from Juno, I'm just wondering, like, what, yeah. So, like, Juno being, like, again, going back to that idea of, like, they have troops stationed there, why did they, and then we learned why. It was, like, understandable. It's like they're going to be heading down here, aren't they? Would they be using the train? Would they be using the train or the roads? Because you could put tanks and stuff on trains, but I imagine they'll be taking the roads. They'll be heading up here, still going through Deipnir Gate. Deipnir? I'm not sure how to say that. Someone let me know! So it's like they'll be heading up there through Northumbria towards Remiferia, won't they? Like that's how they're gonna get there. And obviously Dreknor right near Laburl. So it's like you can see what they're doing. It's backup, it's secondary invasions, essentially. Anyway, we're in the Noble District, weren't we? So, where else in the Noble District? Go back to just the entrance of it. That'll work well for me. Mum, I'm sorry I said those horrible things. Even though you were sad about Dad when I couldn't see, I thought you didn't care at all because I saw you smiling. It's okay, Timothy. I should have been more open with you. I was so worried. Just wanted to talk about it. Me too. We need to keep talking. I didn't realize you were feeling sad too. I felt the same, so... Wow. I know. You don't have to cry. Same again. Let's check in on this girl. I'm on security detail for the gate because Marquis Ballard isn't here. Don't you think he's been kind of different lately? Almost as if he's experienced some sort of setback and ended up growing. I should not have said that. Pretend you never heard me. I heard you, mate. Ballard is currently on his way to Ordis, the port city. However, if you're looking for Marquis Hyams, he's inside the mansion. I've already spoken to him. I know that I shouldn't interrupt you on the opening day of the war, but thank you for looking over my work count. You have nothing to apologize for. Your art has touched my heart. To be free from oppression, this work conveys that there is hope in turmoil. I was also quite taken with this piece. It really is groundbreaking. Thank you so much for your kind words. As I bemoan the futility of being an artist in such turbulent times, I surrender myself to a creative impulse. Realization dawned on me. The artist is not moved by reason. The artist is a creature driven by the desire to create. Well spoken, Champierre. I'm inclined to agree. Your work gives people hope. I'd like to purchase it and hang it someplace prominent. Perhaps it'd be best on display at the Hotel Augusta. Thank you so much, Your Lordship. Unable to pursue my art, but as if my life lost all meaning. I came to realize that public opinion is fickle, that the true artist does not let others define their merit. Genuine artistry is rooted in loyalty to the ethereal beauty of art, to the defiance of reason when it would inhibit creativity. My God. Now, loath as I am to oblige such a thing, did make a rather foolish pledge to that man Makarov. You promised to meet him if the operation is a success, haven't you? I hate him, his status, his actions, his words. None of it is good enough for my Mary. And yet it seems she is undeniably head over heels for him. He has what it takes to make the operation a success. I'll have to meet him for Mary's sake. Now think about it, maybe I agreed to this too easily. You really ought to just make your peace with it, dear. This is the man Mary has chosen. We should support her. Sounds like things have gotten serious between Instructor Makarov and Mary. This is what Mint meant when she said she was going to give it a little push. We have a long road ahead. We've all got to get through today so we can see them get their happy ending. Makarov and my darling daughter. It's just not right. You really need to give this up, dear. They're doing their best in a tough situation. We shall support both of them. Unable to pursue our art, I felt as life lost all meaning. You're doing it again, aren't you? Yeah, the entire thing. Okay, over there. Right, there you are. The master spoke with Mr. Makarov yesterday. Soon after their conversation finished, he had a family meeting with his wife that ran late into the night. It's an unexpected development. It's nice to see something positive happening for a change. Still, this operation the young mistress will be taking part in is going to be quite an ordeal. I'll be praying for all of you, Vincent and Kyrie included, to succeed. Just don't take any unnecessary risks. If today's operation fails, then not just Miss Mary's future, but the future of the entire empire will be in peril. I'll be praying for all of you, Vincent and Kyrie included, to succeed. Don't take any unnecessary risks. Yes. Okay, noblesse residence. Izzy saved the day. I shudder to think what would have happened to my land without her intervention. I bought her the deluxe melon she said she'd been craving. Wartime austerity or not, she deserved it. Come to think of it, I've been burning the midnight oil too. Where's my reward? I'd be happy just to have some free time for painting. But my sister, Krista, quickly put the kibosh on that idea. Or the kibosh, as one would say. You see, Krista is convinced that were I given paints on a canvas, I'd forget all about work and be lost to the world. I can't deny that I get rather engrossed in painting. But I've been fairly responsible about my duties. Does that not count for anything? Either way, I'm not about to leave Krista and Izzy in the lurch. Good. Shortly after the incident with Lord Dendere, I received a letter from Father. He wrote little about himself, but many questions about how I and Charles were managing. I could understand why he'd be worried about he who was once the prodigal son being left in charge here. But in an unexpected and not altogether unpleasant twist of fate, Charles has risen to the task. Father and Mother will be relieved to know that. The episode with Lord Dendere ended in a deal that will boost our revenue from forestry. I'll mention it in my letter to our parents. It's all thanks to you. Lord Dendere hasn't troubled us since he and young Master Charles settled their disagreement out of court. He's been trying to scam other landowners though. You'd think that last failure would have put him off, but no. What a strange man. He wasn't always this way. Anyway, who would have thought my little laundry snafu would have saved the thief? A war may be starting, but the clarion call of chores beckons just the same. I better roll up my sleeves and get down to business to defeat the Huns. I spent the Civil War in the countryside, well away from the fighting. That's why I can't really conceptualize war in general. What happens? I'll just focus on my maidly duties as usual. Yes, you do that. There's no one upstairs, no dots, no dots. Alright, so, residential district. Oh god, you can see it right over there. A large building, or is it a pillar? According to the government, it's a weapon. Its appearance is downright terrifying. Every time I see it, a shiver runs down my spine. Don't know about its power as a weapon, but I think they should review the design. It's like, yeah, it is quite foreboding. When it first appeared, I thought Calvard was attacking us. I know weapons are meant to look threatening, but I think they should consider how its design makes the residents feel. Yes, true right. Did you see that pillar thing? That shape. The fact that it appeared out of nowhere, all of it seemed like a bad dream. I can barely believe that they could be wielding something so bizarre and alien. What is going to happen during the war starting this afternoon? Impossible has become possible. My mind is blown. I wish something so terrifying would stay in fairy tales. Reality is not the place for this. Yep, now you know, mate. They were stories. Apparently, a strange pillar is something the government prepared, but it sure doesn't look like it. Like some horrible thing straight out of a fairy tale. Never heard a story about a sinister white pillar. Its very existence breaks all known rules. It doesn't look white, it looks like a dark purpley red, but alright. Apparently the strange pillar is something the government prepared. Doesn't look like it. Fairy tale. White pillar. Like, where they get white? They don't like white pillars, do they? And the original Salt Pale did. Maybe because it's sort of like got a whitey glow around it? Dunno. Maybe? I could stretch that, I suppose, to that kind of logic. Perhaps it's in poor taste of me to even ask, but couldn't the Imperial Army's so-called weapon have a shred of artistic elegance to it? And the impression I get, the pillar's warped somehow, as if whatever its true shape may be has been lost. Could it be... No, that would be impossible. With the war approaching as it is, I suppose I'm letting my worries get the best of me. I swear that huge thing piercing the ground is almost a spitting image of something I saw back in Northumbria. This is an Imperial Army weapon we're talking about, though. My memory's just not holding up like it used to. It's like, again, from what we've seen from the Salt Pale in Northumbria, it's like, it didn't really look like that at all. But again, did the salt build up around it and make the pillar shape? Possible. And people who were there are like, wait, that's what it looked like before, or something like that. Who knows? Can I talk to you about something? A necklace just arrived for me, courtesy of Nash, believe it or not. Apparently he went out of his way to contact my favorite store and have it shipped over to me. That dummy. I don't know if he's misinterpreted my concern as some kind of romantic interest or what. When he's about to risk his life in a war, he should be focusing on taking care of himself, not worrying about me. Oh, now that it's come to this, I guess I'd better drop by the cathedral and pray for his safety. Speechless at how stupid Nash is being. But whatever, guess I'd better drop by the cathedral later and pray for his safety. Yes, I suppose you should. No dots? Alright. They're all in here. Ah, her parents. No, I can't go along with you. Not when you're both so obsessed with the war. Oh, Rean, you're still a child. You don't understand. We were raised in the very heart of the Empire. You should support our troops just as much as we do. On the subject, I just received my draft order. I'm going to be sent out in the second wave of forces. I've never been happier. It'd be a real comfort to me if you and your mother were cheering me on from home. But why can't either of you understand me? Why? That's enough. Please don't upset Rean any more than you have already. She's such a sweet girl, and she knows the value of life. You treat your lives and those of the people of Calvard as if they mean nothing. You've lost your moral compasses, and have no right telling this child what to do. Go back to Heimdall. Fine, we'll leave it here for now. Yes, we all need to calm down. We can discuss this properly at another time. Please look after Rean for us. When my draft order came, my wife and I were completely overjoyed. I can't say the same of my mother or Rean. They voiced nothing but contempt for the war. Yeah, I'm with them on this. I suppose I have no choice but to leave Rean with her grandmother for the time being. But I'll come and pick her up another day. Thank you, Gran. Of course, dear. You can stay here until the two of them wake up from their obsession. Did the best I could do, Trav. Please come back home safe. Check in with Grant. Nope, same again. Alright, any more dots around here? Yes, good. You really know how to work wonders, Richie. Master Timothy's attitude completely turned around after your little chat. Got to ask, what were you two talking about? No can do. That's classified information. Yeah, really now. Don't think I've ever heard you say something like that before. Guess you really are growing up, aren't you? Watching you mature has made me so much more optimistic about the world. You bring out the best in it. Thank you, Richie. I know that there's a future ahead of us, no matter what it may be, because of you. You think so? Well, I'm really glad I could help you then. Oh, it's time to go to the Stanley's house. You better hurry, quick. Of course. I'm right behind you. Someone's really turning into a grown-up, isn't he? Yeah, Rean. And we'll check with you. Thought so. Right, so, we'll end this part here anyway. In the next part, we'll head over to the Cathedral Square, and then probably start making our way through the, Ulster, the old Lemaire Road, Raquel, and then Ordis, the port city, and then Trial Chest. So, we're getting our way through. We're almost done, right? I mean, we've still got another request as well when you think about it. Like, where are we here? Where's the requests? Like, the Ulster Harvest Festival is still ongoing. So yeah, we still got that as well, so... Alright, anyway, see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.